Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In this video we are going to learn how to solve algebraic fractions. In this algebraic fraction you can see these two fractions are being added, and this is first fraction, this is second fraction, and this is addition sign, so we need to add these two fractions. Now in algebraic fractions we normally have these algebraic expressions in the numerators and denominators sometime, and these algebraic expressions include unknown variables like x and y's. So what we can do, how we are going to start, we can take the LCM, which is called least common multiple or lowest common multiple, and in that x plus 3, the least common multiple of x plus 3 and x minus 2 will be same as it is x plus 3 and x minus 2. Since they are two same, these are two different, you just imagine that these are two just different expressions, there is nothing common in these two, so it comes as it is. Now what we are going to do, you divide this denominator, this LCM, with the denominator of first fraction. So I am doing the rough work over here, that x plus 3 into x minus 2 will be divided with the denominator of this x plus 3. So this x plus 3 will be cancelled out with this one, so you left with x minus 2. So this need to be multiplied with the numerator on the top, so 2 times x minus 2. So you will put 2 there and x minus 2. This plus sign will come here. The same step we are going to do with this one, that divide this LCM with this denominator, which is x minus 2. So x plus 3 into x minus 2 divided by this one, x minus 2, and then divide. This will be cancelled with this x minus 2, and x plus 3 will be multiplied with the numerator, which is 3 times x plus 3. 3 times x plus 3. Now we need to expand these brackets here. Expand means multiply them out. So 2 times x is 2x minus 2 times 4. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 3 times x is 3x, and 3 times 3 is 9, since plus and plus makes plus. Now x, this will remain same. Normally we don't need to multiply out the denominator. We just wait if there are any similar terms at the top or expressions, so we can cancel them out. But now we can just simply add or subtract the like terms. So 2x plus 3x makes 5x, and minus 4 and plus 9 makes plus 5, and in that denominator we have x plus 3 and x minus 2. See, the denominator is coming as it is, and out of this expression we need to write our answer in simplified form. So this 5x and 5 have 5 as common, so we can take 5 as common, and inside we will left over with x, since 5 times x makes 5x, and plus 5 times what makes 5? 5 times 1 makes 5, and same idea here, 5 times what makes 5x? 5 times x makes 5x, and at the denominator you will have just the same thing. So this is our final answer here. We will solve question number 2 now. Now in this question we have a similar question as earlier. So we have 3 over x minus 4 minus 2 over x minus 3. You can see these two expressions are not similar, so they don't have anything common in them as a multiple. So the LCM will be these whole expressions itself. So now we can divide this LCM with this denominator of first expression, first fraction. So what we do, we put this on the top, x minus 4 and x minus 3 divided by this denominator x minus 4. So this will be cancelled out with this one. We left with x minus 3. This x minus 3 can be multiplied with this 3 into x minus 3, and minus sign here. Now again we need to do the same thing with the second fraction. So divide this list, lowest common multiple LCM, x minus 4 into x minus 3 divided by this x minus 3 here. Now cancel out this with this one, you got x minus 4. So x minus 4, whatever you left over need to be multiplied with the numerator. So 2 times x minus 4. So 3 times x is 3x, minus 3 times 3 is 9, minus 2 times x is 2x, and minus times minus 4 is plus, 2 times 4 is 8. And here we have x minus 4 into x minus 3. Now we are going to add or subtract the like terms or x terms. 3x minus 2x makes just x, which is 1x, minus 9 and plus 8 makes minus 1. At the denominator we have x minus 4 and x minus 3. This is our simplified form, and now we will solve our question number 3. So here we are with question number 3. This you can see these denominators are now different than first two questions. Now we have double expressions within the brackets and they are being multiplied. But here the LCM, the main thing, the only difficult thing in adding or subtracting algebraic fractions is that you need to find out the right LCM, lowest common multiple. Now the idea here is that this x plus 3 is nowhere anywhere in the other fractions, and this x minus 2 is there. So we are going to just take this x minus 2 once only in our denominator, and rest of the expressions will be written as it is. So this x plus 3 will be our part of our LCM, this x minus 2 only once. And since this will kind of be multiple, since these are multiples, means these are same, so this will just come once only, and x plus 1 here will come as it is. Now we all got 3 different expressions. Now what we are going to do, we need to divide the same this LCM with this denominator of first fraction. So x plus 3 into x minus 2 into x plus 1 divided by this denominator of first fraction. So x plus 3 into x minus 2. So when you cancel out this x plus 3 with this one and x minus 2 with this one, you will left with x plus 1. So x plus 1 will be multiplied with the numerator of first fraction, 2 times x plus 1. Now this plus, so now we need to deal with the second fraction in the same manner. Now divide this LCM with the denominator of the second fraction. Now x plus 3, first write this LCM at the top, x minus 2 in the rough work, and divide with this one, x minus 2 into x plus 1. Now x minus 2 will be cancelled with this x minus 2, and x plus 1 will be cancelled with this one. So you left with x plus 3. Now x plus 3 can be multiplied with this 3. So 3 times x plus 3. Remember, we can just cancel out these on the top and bottom if all the expressions and terms are being multiplied with each other. So you can see this whole bracket is being multiplied with this one and this one. So there are no signs in between the multiplied signs like plus and minus. If there are, you cannot cancel them out. But since they are being multiplied like that, so we can cancel them out. Now expanding, 2 times x is 2x plus 2 times 1 is 2. Here whatever is inside the bracket need to be multiplied with this 2 outside. Now plus 3 times x is 3x plus 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. At the denominator we just need to keep the denominator same. We don't need to expand it since we want in simplified form. Now 2x and 3x makes 5x, and 2 plus 9 makes 11. We can't add 2x with this 2 since they are unlike terms. So we just add the like terms, and x plus 3 into x minus 2 and x plus 1. And this is our final answer, which is in simplified form. Now we will move on question number 4. Now in question number 4 we have different denominators Now I am giving a variety of questions in which you can see there are different denominators, so that it makes easy for you to learn how to find the LCM. Now in this question here, you can see this x is here and this x is here, so this x can be taken as common. Since it's least common multiple, so x is since multiple for each of these, so we can take x, so only x as our least common multiple only once, then x minus 3, and then this x plus 5 is different, so these all expressions will come as it is. Now what we are doing next is again the same step, divide this LCM with this denominator of first fraction, since we are dealing with first fraction first. So x into x minus 3 into x plus 5 divided by x into x minus 3, x into x minus 3. So this x will be cancelled with this one, and this x minus 3 will be cancelled with this. So you left with x plus 5. This need to be multiplied with the numerator here. So 4 into x plus 5 minus sign. Then do the same thing with the second fraction, the denominator, this LCM, which is least common multiple or lowest common multiple, which need to be divided with this. So x into x plus 5. Now this x will be cancelled with this x, and x plus 5 will be cancelled with this. You will left over with x minus 3, so this need to be multiplied with 1. So 1 into x minus 3. Now we need to expand the brackets in the numerator. So 4 times x is 4x, and plus sign 4 times 5 is 20, minus 1 times x is 1x, minus minus plus 1 times 3 is 3. And if you don't want to put this 1 there, it's alright, because 1 times whatever inside is the same thing, except this minus sign will change this minus sign into plus. And the denominator don't need to be multiplied or expanded. Now simplify the like term. 4x and minus x makes 3x, and 20 plus 3 makes 23, and in the denominator you have the same thing. And this cannot be simplified further. This is our final answer. We will see question number 5 now. So here is our fifth question. Now in this first question we have again different denominators in both fractions. So first of all, if you just take the right LCM, then solving the rest of the question is easy. Now in here we have x squared, but in here in the second denominator we have just x. But we are going to take whatever the maximum power is, which is x squared. So x squared can be taken as our lowest common multiple, which is, and don't write this x here, since this x will be covered within the same x squared. So what left we have is x minus 1 and x minus 4. Now this is our LCM, which is lowest common multiple. Now again we are going to do our rough work and divide this least common multiple with this one. And if you are kind of experienced and keep on practicing something, you can cancel out in your head, like this x squared will be cancelled with this one, this x minus 1 can be cancelled with this one, and you will left over with this x minus 4. So x minus 4 can be multiplied with the top number, which is numerator, so 3 into x minus 4. So with the practice and experience, it becomes really quick, and you don't need to really put that on the top and this especially on the bottom and divide that all, and whatever left over will be multiplied with the numerator. So just can do it in your head. Now in this question, what we are going to do, this x will be cancelled with one of this x here, so one x will left over. So this, since this is a bit different, so I am going to simplify it or do it in my rough work and divide with this one, x into x minus 4. You can see this x minus 4 can be cancelled with this one, since there are two x's here. So this one x will be cancelled with this square, so one x will left over. It is something like x squared can be written as x times x and this x here. So 1x cancelled with this x, so you left over with 1x. So 1x and x minus 1, so this whole thing need to be multiplied with this 1 here. So 1 into x times x minus 1. So that's how the algebraic fractions work. Now we need to expand this out. 3 times x is 3x and minus 4, 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1 times x, so we will have just x there, so x times x is x squared and x times minus 1 is just x. And in the denominator we have x squared, x minus 1 and x minus 4. And now add or subtract the like terms, so 3x and minus x makes 2x. First we can write this x squared with the biggest power. So x squared will come as it is because there is no other like term of x squared. So 3x and minus x makes plus 2x and minus 12 as it is, since there is no number term, no other number term. Now denominator will be same, x squared, x minus 1 and x minus 4.